Hello everyone, this is Donna from Even the Scales, and I'm on my channel right now to protect myself and my home and the air in my home from the two neighbours that live downstairs from me. They are still contaminating my air. The woman downstairs has been sending dust through into my home over the past couple of days, and the creep that lives diagonally to me is sending cigarette smoke through into my home. He did this yesterday and he's doing it again today. These two people are very mentally disturbed people who are absolutely addicted to stalking and abusing me. And I want to make it known on my channel right now what they're doing. And they're doing this because they are just so obsessed with stalking me. For one, these people do nothing else whatsoever with their time at all. All they do is stalk me on the illegal cameras that are in my home that St George Community Housing has placed in my home. St George Community Housing teamed up with the justice system to put me through abuse, very cruel abuse in my home, and they have been paying neighbours to try and abuse me to death here in Campbelltown, New South Wales. But their plan has gone awry. It has. And everyone knows what they've done. But these two people downstairs, they're just so addicted and so used to watching me on this illegal camera. I mean, when I say these people are obsessed, they are more than obsessed. These people are very dangerous. They're mentally disturbed, and I need urgent help to stop them from what they're doing, because St George Community Housing isn't doing anything about it. I have been to them several times about what these neighbours are doing. The range hoods in their homes have been rigged so that they can send whatever they like through into my home through their range hoods, and it's their favourite thing to do. It is, because they are addicted to putting me through abuse and watching me suffer. And it's absolutely sick, and I don't know why these people are still getting away with this. I'm pretty sure they're about to be caught though, because everyone knows the truth. Everyone knows the truth, and it's really only these two people that are putting me through abuse right now. It was a lot of other people. This has been going on for 19 months, but because these people have this access to being able to view me on these illegal cameras and contaminate the air in my home through their range hoods, they're just doing it just because they can, and they're also doing it for attention from the other abusers who are viewing into my home illegally. So there are cameras in my home where just random members of the community can view into my home. There was a lot of abusive men stalking me yesterday. That seems to have stopped a bit now, but they were still doing that this morning. The Campbelltown police were also still stalking me this morning, trying to encourage the community to put me through abuse. So now it's really only these two people downstairs, and yeah, they're doing that because they are absolutely addicted and they're mentally disturbed people. And obviously they can't even control their actions, because, you know, anyone can sense that there's more going on behind the scenes than meets the eye right now. You can tell just the way there's been a shift in the abuse that I'm being put through. A lot of it's calmed down, and that's because a lot of people know that there's an investigation going on, I think, because the truth's very much out there about what these people are doing and why they would want to keep attracting attention to themselves right now. I have no idea. I really have no idea why they would want to do that if they're under investigation. St George Community Housing is sending someone out to my home this afternoon to look at the range hoods. The problem with the range hoods is what the person said to me when they called me and said that they were going to come and have a look at these range hoods. They said the problem with the range hoods. Well, you know, the problem's not in my home, and this is the problem too. St George Community Housing don't tell these people clearly before they come out to look at these this range hood. They don't tell them clearly what the problem is. The problem isn't with my range hood, which is what the person that's coming out this afternoon thinks. I think they've been told that. It's not the problem. The problem is that the neighbours' range hoods have been rigged so that everything they put through them gets diverted to my unit. So that's what I'll be telling this person. I'll also be showing them the evidence of what these neighbours have been doing with all the dust that's been sent through into my home. And we'll see what happens. Last time St George Community Housing sent someone out here, they sent the wrong kind of tradesman. And I think they would have done that deliberately. They're just playing games. They are. They're playing games. They don't tell these tradesmen or these maintenance people the right information before they get here, which they're doing on purpose, I think, to make me look like what I'm saying sounds very, like strange and bizarre. Like, of course, it's going to sound strange that, I'm going to tell this maintenance person that these people are sending whatever they like through their range hoods into my home, and that's going to sound very peculiar. But it's exactly what's happening. So hopefully that person will know what to do to fix the problem. But the problem is definitely not with my range hood. My range hood works. So we'll just see what happens, and I will be speaking about this on my channel to just make sure that information's known about what happens this afternoon as far as St George Community Housing sending someone out here to fix these range hoods. So what they should be doing is blocking these neighbours off, blocking whatever wherever they're able to send these toxic substances through and this dust through, they should be blocking that off. So we'll see what happens there. But anyway, I just want to make it known on my channel what these people are doing. They're still abusing me. They're very smug about what they're doing. I just told this person to stop breathing smoke into my home, and they did it more. And they know that I'm severely traumatised by this. I am. Like, I'm having a panic attack right now. And not only that, these people are also watching my heart on a monitor as they carry out that abuse. And I had a coffee not long ago, so they're watching me on this illegal camera in my home. I mean, these people, they watch me more than they watch their own lives. This creep that lives diagonally to me, he's a known peeping Tom in this area. He's a known pervert in this area. He hasn't left his house in 19 months. This is how addicted this creep is to viewing illegally into my home. This is how much he watches me. And it's absolutely disgusting that St George Community Housing has given him everything he needs to put me through abuse. And, not just abuse, he's abusing the oxygen in my home, my air in my home. And he's watching my heart on a monitor when he does that because he's trying to trigger some kind of health episode. They know I have severe PTSD, these neighbours. They know that they know how traumatised I am from them abusing my air because it's been going on for 9 months. They know that. So they know when they tamper with the air in my home that it is causing me to have panic attacks. So they're trying to trigger a heart attack. That's what they're trying to do. And they're doing this. I've already had a stroke in the past, and they're trying to cause another one. And the fact that they're watching my heartbeat on a monitor as they do that, it's attempted murder. It's absolutely attempted murder. It's physical abuse too, because you're violating my heartbeat. You're violating my home. You're violating the air I'm trying to breathe. And you're going to jail, neighbour. So if I was you, I wouldn't be wanting to attract attention to myself right now. But see, this is it. These people do it for attention too. They're addicted to the attention it's getting them from the other abusers who are viewing into my home illegally. Because there's corrupt businessmen and women out there that have been paid to put me through abuse over the past 19 months as a part of this police cover-up. Because that's why it's happening, because it's all a part of a police cover-up. That my landlord, St George Community Housing, has taken bribes to be a part of, to try and abuse me to death. My family members are also involved in this. They're sitting back relying on these neighbours to abuse me, to keep themselves from going to prison. That's what they're doing right now. They're hoping that these neighbours can abuse me to death so they don't have to give me back my inheritance. They also took bribe money off the justice system to be a part of this. So they're sitting back watching this too. They were paid to purposely isolate me and put me through psychological abuse. So really, all this person's doing by breathing smoke into my home, although he may have caused me to have a panic attack, he's helping me to be able to put more information out there about everyone all over again so that everyone knows who's involved in this and more people get to find out. All because this person wanted attention. All because this person can't help themselves because they're so addicted to putting me through abuse. It's sick. These people downstairs from me, they are very mentally disturbed. They actually abuse me for their entertainment. And these are older people. They're older people, and it's actually, it's quite, shocking what these people are doing. They're doing this for their entertainment. It's sick. Anyway, yeah, she's been abusing my air with dust. She has. She's been abusing my air with dust. She turns on her range hood and sends dust through. And she's so smug, and she's just been getting away with it that long. But I'm pretty sure that it's not going to be for too much longer. So thank you for listening. If you've listened to this video, it's all the same stuff. I know I've said this on this channel so many times, but I want to put this video out there again today just to make it known what these people are doing, just to document what they're doing and just to try and protect myself. Because if, they're not going to stop, the only way I can try and stop them is to keep talking about it on my channel. That's the only defense I have, because I'm just sitting in my home. I'm not bothering them. I don't disturb them at all, and they're just addicted to abusing me. And there's no one to call for help because the landlord's involved, which is St George Community Housing. My family members are involved, and so are the Campbelltown Police. So my channel is my only protection from these people. So that's why I'm making this video. So yeah, if you've listened to this, thank you for listening. And if you can help me to get justice in this situation in any way, please help me. If you can help me by creating awareness, by sharing one of my videos, that would really be helpful as well. If not, my email is in the description box of these videos where you can contact me if you can help me put these people in jail where they certainly belong. I mean, tampering with someone's air to try and cause them panic attacks is no joke. It's really not. I think they think it is, though. Anyway, thank you for listening, and I'll talk to you on the next one.